Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me for this general read for December energy. Before we start, to the subscribers and the viewers, all of you who have sent me such beautiful comments, I have to say you've touched my heart in ways that I can't even explain in words. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your beautiful comments. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so let's go ahead and look at how we're going to finish out the end of the year with the last of the energy for 2021. Some of you, I'm getting right away, have had a pretty decent 2021, and some of you can't wait to say, don't let the door kick you in the what on the way out. So let's see what we have here for December. Okay, and you get balance. So this is a pretty common card that's been coming up for everybody. It's been a theme throughout the year in a variety of readings, regardless of what sign you're in your natal chart. Balance is really required because the world has been so volatile. It's been so unbalanced. It's been so polarized. And for some of you in your own personal life, you've had moments of great happiness and moments of success. And then you've had, the polar opposite where the rug gets pulled out from underneath you or things just don't seem to go your way. So what Spirit is asking, and this is something, like I said, that's come through over and over again, is to kind of find that center point. Because when we need to regroup, when we need to move forward, when we need to visualize and stretch ourselves and flex ourselves, which are what's required for us in 2022. That's what the energy is reading as. That's what the energy is showing us. For us to do that, we need to have a sense of balance. So for some of you, it's recentering yourself around how you're going to move forward in a way where you aren't going to focus so much on the forward momentum that you lose sight of where you are in the day-to-day. And for some of you, it's to let go of the past. And that will provide you with the end of this cycle that you've been in and moving into one that's far more positive, far more lucrative, and far more rewarding, frankly. You have the number 19 there. 19 reduces to 10, and 10 is all about ending a cycle and starting something new. So 2022, the energy is based on the planetary movement is all about new beginnings, so setting new intentions. Yeah, and look what we get here going forward. So that's why you got this balance card first. It's really important that you balance your energy. So that means if you're having a day or a week or a month where you're feeling fearful or scared or worried or just plain annoyed, try and find a space that gives you some peace and quiet and centeredness so that you can balance that out so you know your steps forward. Because you are going to go forward, you need to go forward because at the end of the path, at the end of the journey, long or short, depending on what you're going through and who you are, there's something really beautiful for you. The sun is here. The sun always represents blessings and abundance and good fortune and good things happening in your life, right? Happiness, good prosperity, health, good people, good times, just happiness all around. We all come here and we all go on a journey. Nothing is just like 1, 2, 3 steps and we're there. The soul came here to experience things. It's hard to hear that sometimes. If we ever want to experience letdown, lack, abuse, sadness, betrayal, a whole host of things. But we also come to experience love and happiness and prosperity and various experiences that the soul's not had before. So that's why going into a state of balance is so important. And stillness. So this is a message also that continues to come through as we finish out the year is quiet the mind. It goes back to the balance and knowing your path forward because it's going to become very clear to you. You are going to get the information. You're going to be able to determine what it is that you need most. And the big solar eclipse that we had that is set off some new energy that's going to last for 6 months, that falls in your 11th house. Well, that's your house, Aquarius. Okay. So it's all about, your hopes and wishes for the future. It's about increasing your social awareness. Maybe you're looking at things differently. Going within, you're like, okay, I've seen this year. I've seen the last 2 years. I don't want to be part of this, or I don't want to be part of that, or I don't want to have any of that, or I want to make a new shift, or I don't want my life to be in this direction or controlled by that. So you're making some huge adjustments here because you have opportunity. A lot of opportunities are coming your way. The communication is going to come to you. Not only are you going to be aware of it yourself, not only is it going to come to you in those moments of stillness, not only are you going to recognize it like, oh, wow, is that a weird coincidence? Or, oh, I just thought of that and here it is. So all these opportunities are going to come to you one at a time for something that is in alignment with where you need to go, so that in 2022 you can kind of ride the wave of energy, which is about living your truth, staying focused on your vision, learning from your experiences, letting go of any emotion that's attached that makes you feel angry, resentful, sad, whatever, and just taking the lessons, because wisdom is so much part of that. And then leaving behind the beliefs that you had before. Some of those beliefs you got when you were a child. Some of those beliefs you got in the last, 18 months to 2 years with everything that's been going on in the world. Some of them have been self-limiting, like, oh, I can't do that, or they're not going to let me do that, or I've been in a situation where I don't have the money to do that, or I'm never going to get there. And those are the kind of things that we need to leave behind, because you have a lot of opportunity coming for you. And again, when you end up having the solar eclipse in your own house, the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, that is super powerful, okay? The other thing is Venus is going to come in at the end of, or in the middle of December, like the 19th. And when Venus goes retrograde, like she's going to on the 19th, that is all about like rewards for your long journey. So stay focused, stay positive, always remain positive is what I continually hear from my guides. And know that those opportunities for what it is you want, for the life you see for yourself, for moving forward in a sense of like peace, like, oh, I know this is finally what this is it for me. Or I know my path forward on my career. Or I know what I'm going to do, going forward in relationships. I'm going to make a 180 here. I'm going to look for different kinds of people. I'm not going to put up with people who don't appreciate me and they set me off balance, right? They get me into these extremes of I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I feel desperate, I feel, like I want to take somebody's head off. All of that needs to kind of go by the wayside because it's not going to fall in alignment with 2022. All right, let's see what else we have. Look at that. And the Empress, number 3. So ruled by Venus, right? This is all about money. This is all about relationships of all types. So you're going to really be impacted in 2022 in relationships and how you maneuver through the relationships. So are you going to maneuver through the relationships in a way that you say, what is this going to give me and how is it going to help me move forward, to evolve, to expand? Because that's what you're looking for. How is this going to help me be propelled into that next phase of my life? And that can be in a romantic relationship. It can definitely be in a career. It can even be in some kind of purpose that you have to do something to kind of uplift humanity, to help. I just heard help the earth. The Empress is very much connected to the earth, to Gaia. So being grounded is very important to support all of your efforts. Some of you really want to do things to make a difference for the environment, I'm hearing. And some of you just want to find that perfect balance in a relationship. And others are like, I need to create my own reality for a career because I just can't sit here and take this anymore. And this is amazing energy about creating and manifesting. Number 3 is about manifesting. The Empress is about creating. The Empress is about abundance. The Empress has this harvest around her at all times, right? She's never lacking. She's never without. She always has this sense of security. So for you, it's very much about tuning in to what your vision is and what it is that you want, keeping your thoughts focused on that, and then kind of leaning into it, right? Trusting a little bit, focusing on what it is. Okay. Yeah, the Lovers. So for some of you, this is going to be about a relationship. about the way you look at your current relationship or about the way you look at relationships going forward. Is it expansive? Do I feel balanced? Does it give me the opportunity to be me? Does it give me the opportunity to grow? Does it give me the opportunity to go forward in a way that I want without being like I'm judged? Does it let me go forward in a way without making me feel like I can't be who I really am? For others of you, this is about making choices, right? This card was the choice originally. It's about making choices, and some of them are going to be tough choices. Relationships that don't serve you anymore. You're going to start to walk away. I just saw somebody kind of confronting someone who has been self-absorbed and passive aggressive, and you've felt like you've had to walk on eggshells and not be who you really are because that person is, overly sensitive or takes things in the wrong context, and it's exhausting and it's draining. It keeps you off balance. So you're going to have choices. Some of you, with regard to your career, you're going to look at your career and say, okay, so I've kind of been in this mode of, yeah, it's fine. The money's okay. I'd like it to be better. But, the economy stinks and there's a pandemic and there's this and there's that. And you're going to shift out of that. And you're going to start to look at things as an opportunity to go forward and move through the energy, move through this path in a way that it's like, oh, there's no roadblock here. And if there is, I'm going to maneuver around it. And if I meet somebody who tells me, no, I can't do that, well, then I'm going to go and try and meet someone else. Or you're going to meet someone who says, I don't think you should try that. Or you're going to run into a family member who says, well, you're fine where you are. Why would you want to change? Or why would you want to move? Or why would you want to do any of those things? And sometimes you're like, oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, why would I do that? You're not going to do that anymore. You're going to move forward because you're so focused on your hopes and your wishes for the future. This is where the solar eclipse sets off your energy for 6 months. Then you have the Emperor. So unbelievable energy here for you. You have, first of all, three major arcana right away. So you have the Empress, the Emperor, and the Lovers. So this is all about, you know what you want to expand, you need more financial security, you need more from your relationships, you want to step up into a position of authority, you want to step up into a management position. I mean, the Emperor is the almighty authoritative person, right? He's authoritative. He is very much like an entrepreneur. He's very much, I take charge. I'm going to make it happen. It's going to go this way. I'm going to continue on. If I hit a roadblock here, I'm going to go there. But I see what I want for my future. I know that I need to do A, B, and C. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to try, X, Y, and Z. But I'm going to keep going because it's going to give me financial security. It's going to give me a home. It's going to provide me with the material things that I need so I feel like I have roots somewhere and I have stability and I have security and I have a positive opportunity for family and growth. So you're going to make those choices and you're surrounded by potent energy to do that. And here again, you get the Two of Swords. So that's, kind of like this card, right? It's like balance. You need to make choices. You need to decide which way you're going to go. She's blindfolded here. The moon always has a little bit of what's hidden, what's fearful, what you're not certain of. Does it illuminate everything all the way? No, it's kind of dark, right? I mean, look, she's got her face, her eyes are covered. It's because you have to go within. You have to go within in the stillness, in the quiet, and decide what are you going to do. And it's really important that you take the time, whether it's like write it down on a piece of paper or put it in your notes in your phone or whatever and just say, this is what I really want. This is what I really need. This is the kind of person I want. Because a lot of you are going to make huge shifts in 2022. A lot of you are going to be changing your friends, changing the groups that you hang around with. You're going to change your focus of work. Some of you are really going to go into the technology field. And technology is everything now, right? It's whatever you want to create and throw it out there. It doesn't have to be the traditional tech of, Silicon Valley and Palo Alto. It can be anything you want it to be. And some of you are going to go into something that's really more related to humanitarianism. And, some of you are just going to say, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do something on the side for a little while until I figure it out. And that's okay too, because again, It's about stretching yourself, flexing yourself, seeing a vision, and living your truth, okay? Let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. Let go of what's not good for you. And some of that has to do with relationships and those self-limiting beliefs that keep us so darn stuck. And then you have Two of Cups. So again, going back to a relationship, if this is a relationship for you, you are going to move into some really beautiful energy. You are going to move into a relationship that really provides you with so much peace and so much happiness, and your awareness about like how relationships should be and how they could be is really going to be highlighted for you. And in this deck, you've got this caduceus here, and this is saying, in the past, you've had situations where you might have some anxiety or your moods get set off because of that person. You're not going to have that. You're just going to have a lot of peace. You're going to have a lot of cohesiveness is what I've just heard. And when you have a cohesiveness, it's just easy, right? It's like, it sounds cliche. It's very yin and yang. It's very, you move, I move, but that's what it's like. And that's what it'll be for you. For those of you who are looking for that career, you are going to step into some serious opportunities that give you a leg up, because you are going to be very focused on making a choice that sends out to the universe the energy that you are sending out. Like, I know that I am in this organization. I've only been here for 6 months or whatever, but I already know that as they're growing and they're expanding, they're buying other areas of business to expand. I see myself in a couple of years having this kind of position in this location. I see myself moving into that. And the other thing I just heard is that it's really important for you to communicate that to whoever it is that you're working for, whoever your boss is, whoever your the person is that you report to. You need to make it clear. And the other thing I just heard is, how so many people do those like self-assessments when you get a review, or they ask you to fill out a form about yourself. You need to brag on yourself, Aquarius. You need to talk about all the things that you've done, because you've got the Empress here and the Emperor. So you're going to have some major accomplishments in 2022, and you're going to want to make sure everyone is aware of how fabulous you are. Okay, let's clarify your Two of Swords here. Let's just see one more card here. Two of Swords for Aquarius. Clarify that, please. Two of Swords for Aquarius. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Money aspects comes in with balance. It's going to provide you with something that makes you feel happy, joyful. This is about harmony. So whatever it is that you're working towards, whatever it is that you're trying to move forward on, it's going to pay off, and you are going to have money aspects coming in. But you're going to feel good about what you do. You're going to feel like, yep, this is for me. This is where I should have been. This is what I should have been doing the whole time. All right, let's see what else we have for Aquarius for December. Closing out 2021. Strength. Every single reading I did got strength. Every single one. And I take what pops out, because this is what's required in the collective. Everyone's had to be really strong. Everyone's had to be really focused. Everyone's had to be really balanced. Everyone's had to be really tenacious. So, moving forward, that's still going to be required. That's not going to change in 2022. There's not going to be a situation where we don't have to be strong anymore. But you can take that strong fire energy, that Leo energy of strength, and you can use it to maneuver and to bring forth from the universe through the law of attraction who you want or what it is you want, right? We create, we manifest from what we are, who we are, not what we want. And here you have 2222. That's a master number about the creative builder. What are you going to build for yourself? How are you going to do that? All right, angel spirits. What do we have? Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. New beginning, number 44. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. So many of you are seeing synchronicities in numbers. You had 22 here, 22. Now you've got 44. You also have another number 4 here. So 444. That is a very important number. That is the angels and spirit saying, we see what you're doing. We know what you're doing. We support what you're doing. We're going to support you. stay on your path, don't give up, stay positive. So it's a really positive, powerful number. And of course, as you know, butterflies are all about transforming, and you get new beginning. And in the beginning of the reading, I said 2022 is all about new beginnings, right? We're being pushed into it, whether we want to go or not. Sometimes new is scary because it's different, but it's going to be for the betterment of everyone. And then you have success. Look at that, number 12. Success that's true belongs to me. Success with honor, integrity. Yeah, beautiful. So this is very much about spirit saying, so all these things that we've talked about, where you have all these opportunities and how the energy is shifting, you have, all these beautiful cards here that are about growth and expansion and empowerment and security and stability and prosperity and abundance. You're going to have success because you've done the work, and you're going to transform into this new beginning. And you're going to, again, number 3, you're going to manifest your reality. 33. So you have crazy number synchronicity here. 33, 22, 444. So I think a lot of you are probably seeing a lot of the number synchronicity. And that is a very obvious way in which your angel spirits, guides, the divine speaks to us, right? Because we get it, we resonate it. For those, if you can't hear it or you can't see it, that's the best way to get it. So when you see that number, think about, what was I thinking about? And then, look at the number and look it up if you're not sure about what it is. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, breaking barriers. Look at that. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. You bet you are. Look at these cards. And we talked about expansion of all relationships, expansion of you and who you are, moving into opportunities going forward, new beginnings, success, and expecting miracles. I love that for you. Miracles are blossoming in my life. Yes, I always say miracles big and small, expect them all. Okay, always expect them. Let's get your final card, Aquarius. So beautiful energy for you, setting you up for 2022. You and your beautiful free spirit. Okay, what do we have for Aquarius? Here's your card. Draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild good night. Yeah, draw down the moon. Bringing the good to you. Manifesting and creating the good, right? All the things that you're trying to create in this new beginning of new year, 2022. Moving into success, breaking barriers, and expecting miracles. Outstanding energy for you, Aquarius. All right, so that's what I have for you. If there's something you like, a piece, a part of the whole, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you joy, peace, love, and harmony. Namaste.